Hello and welcome to the Big Questions, where we dive headfirst into the questions that matter to me. Today's topic of debate: can Batman really beat Superman? In a word, yes. Yes, he can. I mean, he has before within comic book canon, so that's a pretty solid answer. So yeah, if Superman has been hit by a nuclear missile that day, or is being mind controlled by poison ivy and resisting that control, then sure. But this question is so much more than that, because at the end of the day, the fact remains that in 99.9% of cases, Batman wouldn't win. I mean, when you size the two of them up, you have to accept that it's a human against an alien with godly powers on top of his future alien science. But then again, Batman is, well, Batman. His whole deal is that he can come up with a plan for any situation, ranging from a routine bank robbery by the Joker to an invasion from Apocalypse. So it stands to reason that he has a plan up his sleeve for taking down Superman. However, the issue is that Superman travels at like any speed ranging from light speed to just past the sound barrier, depending on who you ask. So realistically, he can have taken Batman's utility belt off and dumped our Dark Knight at the North Pole before Batman can even say Batarang. However, Batman knows this and can place countermeasures. Maybe he bluffs Superman into thinking that if he gets too close, he'll detonate a bomb which kills Lois Lane, or that using his heat vision will provide a spark which kills everyone within a mile, something that would give him a precious moment to pull out his kryptonite or to activate his red solar radiation panels. Then again, Superman has faced dozens of foes who employ such methods and tools, yet manages to beat every single one of them, except for that one guy who didn't employ any of those tools and just kinda punched him a lot. Huh. Maybe kryptonite isn't Superman's weakness, it's just blunt force trauma. Who knew? But Batman is Batman, right? I hear voices from his corner chime. Or maybe I'm just hearing voices. Eh. And yes, Batman is Batman, that is true. But do you want to know a secret about this fight? A secret that explains the whole thing? No? Okay, never mind. Sake! See, I can spend as long as I want proving my nerdiness and showing just how many hours of my life I wasted debating this topic with that guy at the comic store. But it's all arbitrary, because the outcome of the fight depends on three things. First of all, who's writing? If it's Frank Miller, then Batman wins. Then there's the question, who's more popular? It's usually Batman, but it's varied over the decades, and writers have to appeal to the masses. And finally, the biggest factor, what's the context? Because if Superman is the bad guy, whether because of it being an alternate universe story or telepathy, then Batman will win, and vice versa. One could easily explain that phenomenon by saying it's due to the fact that the good guys win the day as a general rule in superhero stories. But I have my own explanation. See, both Superman and Batman have, at their core, a deep-seated desire for justice. Both of them are inherently good people, albeit for different reasons. So they have a drive within them that makes them nigh on invincible because you just can't put either of them in the dirt for long. It elevates the Man of Steel to the man without limits, and the Dark Knight to the man who can overcome any limit. But if you take that away from either one of them, whether because they wandered off the beaten path or of someone else in their heads, then the other one will end up on top because Batman lacks his drive to push through any obstacle and Superman loses his ability to overcome kryptonite. So to wrap it all up, yeah, Batman can beat Superman, but whether or not he would all depends on the story in question and which one has the moral high ground. Do you agree? Of course you do. Feel free to let me know how much you agree in the comments below. I'll be back next week with another big question, but in the meantime, like, subscribe, and stay classy, internet.